Now we will try to understand how to read an image. In this example, let's say I'm having an image in the data folder and the name of the image is test.jpg. So now let me open the Python shell and let's see how to read image using Python shell. First, import dependency library numpy as np, and now import computer vision cv2. In order to read the image, let's take a variable img equal to cv2 dot imread and give the path of the file name. So in this case, dot stands for local / data / and the name of the file name, it is test.jpg. Enter. Now you can see that image has been successfully loaded. Let's print the image. And now you can see that some list of numbers has been printed. Okay. Since it is very hard to analyze images in the command prompt, there is a special IDE called Jupyter Notebook. It's very good, especially for beginners in Python. So since we already installed the Jupyter Notebook, let's open Jupyter Notebook. In order to open the Jupyter Notebook, type Jupyter space notebook and press enter. As soon as you press the enter, it will open in your default web browser. And home page of the Jupyter Notebook is nothing but your current working directory folder names. As you can see, my current working directory in this case is data, and inside it is having test.jpg and free AI, which is my virtual environment, and requirements.txt, which are the files or libraries required for OpenCV. Let's open the Python. In order to open the Python, in the right side you can see new. Click on that button and click on Python 3. This is what my Jupyter Notebooks looks like. The untitled, let's name it any name we want. In this case, let me name it as Module 1 and Understanding Images. Enter. Okay, now let's import few libraries which are dependencies for images. Import numpy as np. Numpy stands for numerical Python, which is essentially required for OpenCV, especially for images, because entire images is totally driven on arrays. I will give you the definition of image. Before that, let's try to just import this numpy. And there are three ways we can load image. I'll show you the three ways of loading the image. One is with build, import build, which is nothing but Python image library. Second one is using matplotlib, and third one using cv2, most popular and powerful. Oh, we got an error saying that no module name pill. I forgot to install the pill now. In order to install the pill, you can simply install using your Jupyter Notebook. exclamatory mark, pip install below. Shift enter to execute the command. It is successfully installed. Let's execute the command. Let's change small thing in your build, saying that from build import image matplotlib. Okay, so I think it is successfully imported. So let's read image using build. So let's say a variable img and take an image module dot open and just give the path of the file. In this case, it is local dot data test dot jpg. Execute it. img. Let's press an img, and you can see that we can load the image. Now let's load the image using matplotlib. Let's take a variable img underscore mat, use matplotlib dot image dot imread, just give the path of the file, in this case data slash test dot jpg. Now you can see that image underscore mat. Let's print that. You can also read image using OpenCV. In order to read OpenCV, let me take a variable image cv is equal to cv2 dot imread, give the path of the file name data test dot jpg, and image, let me print my array, and you can see that it is also a list of array. Now let me give the definition of the image. Image is a picture that is created by combination of vectors or values. As you can see, like when you load an image, you have some list of arrays, those are vectors, and each and every image is described in terms of graphics. Means if you render that each and every value, you'll get a certain color. Generally, images are stored in bitmaps, 8-bit array, 16-bit array, or 24-bit array, and so on. An image is a combination of 3 channels: red channel, green channel, and blue channel. Now if you analyze this array, like summarizing it, let me summarize the array. Image at underscore cv dot shape, you can see that it has 1200 rows, 1600 columns, and 3, which is the depth, indicates color: red color, green color, and blue color. OpenCV by default reads BGR, blue, green, and red. Let's try to render our image and convert that back into the original form. Let me import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Now I'll use this percentile matplotlib inline in order to plot all my images within the browsers. So let me plot it. plt dot mshow of image underscore cv, which is what I'm trying to convert that third dimension array into graphics form. Let me execute this command, and as you can see that this is what it says, that there are 1200 rows and 1600 columns, and 3 is the depth. As I said earlier, OpenCV by default reads BGR. Blue come first, followed by green and red. That's why if you look into the original image, which is consist of blue, red and green, which is what changed into blue is approximately changes into red, and red is changes into blue. That is what you can see here. Whereas Matplotlib reads in BGN RGB format. Let's try to render the RGB array. Rendering RGB array. Rendering Matplotlib array. So blt.mshow img_mat. As you can see that Matplotlib array which is in RGB format, whereas OpenCV is in BGR format.